Hi, I'm Will from ASC-Autonomy, and a lot of you will know me for the AgBot and for other technology such as the Lakos Auto Steer. What you perhaps don't realise is that we've also got a small family farm. So here in Cambridgeshire we farm about 750 acres in hand and another 200 acres on contract for somebody else. Last year, following two disastrous harvests, we decided that we were going to take the full advantage of the sustainable farming incentive and put about a quarter of the farm into enhanced overwintered stubble. So here is the block that we put in. There's about 170 acres here, and we were quite pleasantly surprised when we checked after Christmas that we had got a couple of lapwing on the field here. And when we walked last week, we saw 12 lapwing. So we are assuming that we had a breeding pair or maybe two breeding pairs of lapwing on this particular block of enhanced overwinter stubble. So from an environmental point of view, we have achieved one of the goals of enhancing one of the key species for our area. This year we're going to try and do all of the cultivations with the AgBot. We've got the AgBot from now until the last week in August. From the last week in August we're going to go out on a demo tour, but that gives us basically 8 weeks to complete all of the cultivations on the farm with the AgBot. So we're going to start here next week, and our intention is to mould drain and plough the whole block that has been enhanced overwintered stubble. And then following the combine, we will probably go for a non-inversion type cultivation. We'll have to see how the land lies before we decide what that is. I'm intending to document this process, good or bad, so we can see the pros and cons of using the AgBot over the next 8 weeks. So what are we hoping to achieve here? We believe that over the past 10 or so years, we've used heavier and heavier equipment, and we've used it later and later in the season. So because of the blackgrass pressure, we're trying to drill later in October. And we firmly believe that we have started to destroy the soil structure. So our goal is, by using the AgBot and lightening the load on the soil, we're hoping to improve the soil structure. It would be great to improve nitrogen uptake and nutrient uptake, and it would be great to see a yield improvement. Obviously, we won't know all of that until this time next year. In this particular field here, we're intending to divide it into thirds. We're going to do the first third with the AgBot. We're going to do the middle third with conventional equipment, so probably the Cat Challenger, but we will plough that. And then the last third, we are going to again use the Challenger, but use a more contemporary type of cultivation system. So we've got the Vardestad top down, so it's likely that we will do 1/3 with the Vardestad top down, 1/3 with the plough, and we will use some other form of non-inversion technique with the AgBot on the first third. That will give us some form of control. So we will be able to look at the crop throughout the year, look at the soil structure throughout the year. We'll perhaps even be able to look at moisture infiltration, but that will give us a good indication as to whether the AgBot has improved the soil structure. And we're intending to do that on this field here, which is approximately 10 hectares.